Welcome to the Foul Out Podcast. Today we got Josh on the cam. We got Monster, aka Aslan, and we got my brother Arkeem and myself. And we got a few things on the docket today. We're gonna talk about a hypothetical question about marriage, the government shutdown finally coming to an end. Do you think do you think the man or the woman is the prize? And who's the most talented between Childish Gambino and Jamie Foxx? So let's jump straight into the first one. So the hypothetical is: would you leave your wife if she cheated on you, but y'all have young kids together, and she would take half of everything you own? And let's say that you got a pretty nice size you know, portfolio of assets. And obviously, she would get the house. So she'll take half of all your assets and get the house, and y'all got young kids. Would you leave your wife?
Mm,
Man,
that's tough.
but there was a part of me, man, that would say yes back in the day. Now I'm gonna say I'm conflicted on those type of things because one, I would wonder like how my marriage even got to the point to where she had to cheat on me, that type of thing. But also outside of that, it's that religiously, yeah, I just feel conflicted on it, given the fact that I mean, there's two examples that just would just blow your mind dealing with kind of this situation. I kind of forget the specifics of the names of the characters at this moment, but one is there was a guy where the Lord told him to leave his wife and marry a prostitute, and even though this prostitute would go back to being to the streets, basically the Lord would say, "This is who I need you to be faithful to." And even though she would go back to the streets time and time again, the man would do as the Lord say and take her back. And it's just like, there's something in that story, and it's just like, why would you be called to be attached to something that isn't really good for you? You know, and it's like, yes, she cheating, or yes, she cheated, but I'm supposed to love her enough to really take her back, honestly. So, I mean, I'm gonna stand and conflicted on one side, but my formative definitely, I'm out of there. Even if the kids are young and she take the assets or whatever, because I just put it in my mind that, hey, look, I just get that back. I just want my freedom.
Okay. What you think, Monster?
So with me, uh, I feel like it depends on how strong my mental is. Cause just to endure that, you took an oath under God itself, and it's just like, man, if I'm in this house with this woman that cheat on me, I gotta live with that. I gotta be able to build trust with you. It's like, do I want to really put myself through that? Granted, I know the risk of losing all my assets and stuff, but it's like, man, I thought I found me the one. I thought I found me a loyal person. And to find out that this person went out behind my back and betrayed me, it's just like, hey, can
You
I
like,
live?
how
Can
did
I
it get to
live
that
with that?
point? You know
Can
what I'm
I
saying?
live with that? Like,
Man,
is
y'all
it?
are y'all are this bug acting like the feds watching. Well, I deserve the anchor. I'm gonna anchor this one. Hey, you go. This
Oh,
man,
I'm doing the race. I mean,
You gonna take the race? You gonna take the
I-
race, bro?
I'm
Hey,
doing the race. But I will say this: with her committing infidelity, I got a lot of leverage in court that a man probably normally wouldn't have in court. So I'd probably be able to get the kids, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And I'd probably be able to, get at least. I wouldn't have to split 50-50 on my assets. But a fun fact about this is so men's worst fear when it comes to cheating is the physical part of cheating, and women's And women's biggest fear of cheating is the emotional connection part of cheating. So, if she cheated in the sense of, she just went on dates, or she was just feeling like, say for instance, I was super busy or something, and she
Yeah.
was just confiding in another dude, just like emotional cheating, I think I could take her back then. But if it was anything physical, I'd do the race for sure.
Man, I'm gonna tie my shoe.
I agree that
and
it's physical, man. It's hard for a man to overcome. I'm right there with you.
Y'all gonna be looking like that man that what's that Morris Chestnut and Best Man when he was at that the altar and had those flashbacks. That's what
hey, look, we being real. I think he put hands on the wrong person. But now we're gonna keep on going to the next thing. Look, bro. Look. Y'all boys crazy. What happened to pride? Man, you can have all that stuff, man. I'll figure out how to get it back. I gotta take punishment for having you gotta take responsibility for having a terrible judgment of character. If my character that bad, judging character that bad, man, look, that I just gotta take my lick. I just gotta take my L.
You taking it
And
to the chin.
I'm gonna get as much as I could, and we up out of there. I'm doing the race. Because
Bro, I just feel like that's just so hard to come back from, bro. Just staying in that lifestyle, like just dealing with that, bro. I'm like, man, I don't think I'll be able to stomach that, bro. Like, nah, I got to.
so you would just sit there with a wife that's out there
Nah,
getting
I'm
the
saying
mail
I'm
and
skedaddling. Like, I'm probably getting up out of there. I can't just stay with it. I'm getting out of there. I'm done. Hey,
I've
send me the case.
always
Send
I've
me the
always
case.
said, bro, if you can take her, she yours. Always. Cause look, man, we got kids together. Look, man, I'll see y'all on the weekend. Like I see y'all be at school most of the time anyway. I'll see y'all on the weekend. Y'all come hang out with me in the summer. Y'all ain't gotta see me every day. Boy, you crazy. I'll be up out of there. Look, you, and then you, speaking about the woman, how you get caught? By me. Cause one thing I ain't gonna do, I ain't gonna try to catch you. Unless, you know what I'm saying, I already know something. I'll never be that kind of person to be like, let me go through here. I'm gonna look through this phone. Let me see what I can.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, if you get caught by me.
Wait. Who in here has ever gone through a phone? Who in here would go through a phone?
I would.
Would
But
I could see
Man,
some
I gotta love you
wait a
real,
minute.
man. I
Now,
gotta love
what
you
you
real,
mean?
man.
I could come over one at least.
Wait,
I
it
know
was a lot
Josh.
of y'all talking at the same time.
I know Josh done went through a phone before, but we ain't gonna even. I just know.
I said for me, I gotta care about you deep just go through your phone because I'm already putting my trust in you. So I don't feel like I have to spy on you to figure that out.
Y'all capping, boy. I go through one.
I
I don't
would
know what
too.
y'all talking about.
I just said I
Man.
would. I just said I would. I
Okay.
will.
I
Yeah.
can come up with a scenario where I would too.
Like I said, I got to care about you.
Yeah,
I
but
got to
it
care about
got
you,
to
cuz.
be something already. I just ain't gonna be. Oh, that motherfucker go
All right,
right
all
there.
right, all
Because
right,
what I'm
all
saying is
right,
I'm not just
Monster.
gonna dive into it. I'm just not feeling like, oh, give me your
Monster.
phone.
It's 3 a.m. Your wife just got back home
Yeah.
from clubbing. And then she go get in the shower and she just leave her phone sitting there unlocked. Ping! You start hearing messages come through. You just gonna be like, nope, I trust her. Man, I
Who
go look.
text? I'm saying I'm gonna see who texted first. But I ain't
Okay
gonna go
then.
through the phone.
What if it
All
say
right, so what
Cindy?
if
You say what?
If it say Cindy, I ain't gonna care then.
But if it say like a weird name, like how they be saying Pizza Hut or something like that, like nah, we got an issue now.
No, you
We
think
got
people
an
still
issue.
doing that? You think people
Oh,
still doing that?
I mean, you
I
probably
don't
got
know.
a few, but I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm confronting. You know, if I'm feeling something, I may not go through, but I'm gonna be like, see, I would get to the point where I will make her just be like, you either gotta trust me by showing me the proof that you ain't doing nothing, or if I'm really pushing it, like I said, I guess I wouldn't necessarily go through without her knowing, but I'd be like, hey, look, let me go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it, make the statement and then make it known. Like, hey, look, you going to just show me some proof because, yeah, it's 3 a.m. You getting 17 text messages from non-group messages. You know what I'm saying? Related things. What's going on?
That's facts.
Hey,
Yeah, because
hey, what's done is gonna come to the light. That's all I
my
got to say.
thing is, shit, no.
What's done is gonna come to the light.
My thing is though, like, bro, why don't people just save the person's name as a dude, or like if it's a girl, save it as a girl. If you a man, save it as like Jamal Henderson or something. Like, I never understood why people don't just do that, but yeah,
Because it's gonna look weird with Jamal. Like, who is Jamal?
Yeah, you gonna get questioned for sure. Especially if you ain't never mentioned that person.
I ain't never mentioned nobody named Jamal.
Yeah.
well, why not just save it under like
Jerome.
Josh? Why not just save it under like Josh? Because Josh's name in my phone is Josh MC. I didn't know how to spell his last name when we first met. But if I just saved it under Josh M, like, that's not, I know it's not Josh.
And then you go on there and say, Josh got double D's? Look at them pictures. Like, hold up, bro. Hold up, slime. Wait a minute. Ain't no way. This nigga gay. That really gonna throw off then.
It is, man. Wow.
But yeah, okay. Any final remarks on that? So I take it everybody leaving.
Yeah, 100%. That's a marriage, bro. 100%.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm 100% there on leaving yet. I can't say. I'm in the conflicted zone at the moment.
Well,
All
it's
right,
called
so
marriage, bro.
give me a quick scenario in which you would stay, like you 100% staying.
Man, we gonna have to just. I mean, in my opinion, if I'm getting married, our marriage is definitely religiously based. So we just gonna have to turn back to the Lord and get back to it because to put a name to that example, it's Hosea. That's who it was. It's like the Bible recants that God instructed the prophet Hosea to marry a prostitute. And let's see, a command found in Hosea chapter 1-2 is to serve as a living metaphor for Israel's spiritual adultery. And it's just like, we would just have to get back to it because there's also I think it's 77. That's or 7 times 7, something of that nature. Where it's like that's how many times you're to forgive someone. And basically going to the example of you're just supposed to just be forgiven. So we would just have to really get back in tune spiritually. That's the way we can stay. But like I said, I don't know right now at the moment if I'm even there spiritually enough to be like getting to that point to have that conversation. So that's a conversation really for that future Josh. Because right now this Josh is really conflicted and he's 51% probably leaving at the moment.
Okay. And last question, just a quick one for everybody. What if it was only emotional cheating? Would you stay in or would you dip?
Probably
What you
most
mean?
likely stay more. I'm gonna just be pissed regardless. It's stuff like that that make me petty. I'll be like, oh, so you think I don't understand you enough? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably stay more likely than I'll be more petty then, though. Like that'll make me act petty. Like, oh, you think I don't know you good enough, well enough? Who do you think I am?
I probably would still slide just because only reason it didn't get physical is because of the time period in which it was caught, probably.
What is emotional cheating?
Like, it just wasn't physical. Like, she probably
You
just
ain't
like,
cheated then.
oh, okay. Okay.
What you mean?
He basically saying she was just getting support from another man.
Like, what you mean support?
Understanding.
Like
say
basically,
she went over to his crib and like
Oh hell
was
no!
was
There you go. Then.
crying to you about her. I mean, crying to him about you, and like they went on dates before, and he really was listening to her, and she felt like you ain't been
you
listening to
did
me in
everything to
years and
penetrate.
stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't get no money off of her emotionally cheating. We're gonna have to frame her. You can't you don't have leverage in the divorce if she emotionally cheated. What is that?
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Hell no.
Nah, I don't think so.
Mm.
I thought a woman would have that option more so than a man would.
Well, they don't
Yeah.
care about guys and divorce court and child support court, dude. They don't care about dudes like at all.
I mean, in Mississippi, can't you can sue somebody for cheating in Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken. Some weird law like that.
Yeah, you can try to choose somebody for
Oh.
cheating.
So wise words from a decent man once told me that it's only cheating if it does get physical. Do y'all agree with that?
For the most part, I'm 51% leaning to that, because that's more so what I care about type thing. So maybe it's really leaning to my personal preference as opposed to like an actual like definitive, yes or no. Because because that's what I care about the most too. Because I'm gonna be pissed you cheat physically more than emotionally. So
But I can't
agree.
with that, because if you get into that level, what's stopping you from taking it to the next level? So it's just like not,
I don't know. Those reasons are left up to chance, I
So
guess.
all right, Josh. So somebody call you and tell you, oh yeah, bro, your wife was on a date with another dude. Yeah, we just saw her at J Prime. She was on a date with a dude. You was just like, oh, she wasn't cheating there. Like,
nah, that can't.
I mean, hopefully it'll be one of them things where like I'm like, bro, it ain't a day, bro. She just meeting up with such and such or whatever, It's just like,
Hey, ask me that question.
That's living in delusion.
Yeah, ask me that
okay,
question.
somebody call you up like, hey, bro, I just seen your girl. She said she was on a date.
I'm gonna say, where they at? They still there? Yeah, where they at? They still
True
there?
Looks, bro.
At True Looks, I bet. All you gonna hear is tires screeching. And see, when I come in there, I'm gonna go in there and sit down at their table. Oh, waiter. And I'm gonna say he gonna pay for it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. That was great though. Okay, so the government shutdown has finally come to an end. You said the Senate or the House just actually passed it, right? And so
Yeah,
I
they
guess
just
I just
passed it.
want to do I just want to do like a quick segment. So this this reopening only lasts until January 31st. So I just want to do like a quick, prediction. Like, do y'all think it's gonna shut down again in February, or do y'all think they'll keep it open past it?
My opinion, keep it open. That's so far in the future. It's gonna be a lot of variables to change to the fact that they're gonna just not go through it again. There some money will come in some way or some law. It'll just go to the point. It's so many variables in the future that the fact that like I doubt it's gonna happen because it would have to be a lot of stuff to go right for it to shut down again. In my opinion.
I'm gonna say it's gonna shut back down.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm calling shut down in February, bro. Like,
I agree with you 100%.
I can already see it happening, man.
I just feel like they can't get on the
healthcare
same
again.
page. I just feel like they can't get on the same page. Like, it's just too much turmoil going on right now, and it's just like nobody is trying to, give up or give leverage to one person. So it's like
Democrats and Republicans like Crips and Bloods nowadays. It's like they used to be cool and just kind of just had disagreements. Now it's like Bro, these dudes need to just get in the ring almost at this point.
I can't agree. Yeah, it definitely seems more like they want blood with each other.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And then this was the longest one, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. Broke the
So
record.
yeah, so I don't feel like that we are as one as we should be, and we supposed to do the benefit of this company. I feel like just one party just trying to get over the other one,
Don't
and
they
it's
don't they
go
fight
ahead.
over the same thing every time? No, isn't it just usually healthcare that they fight over? Because I mean, they don't really fight over military, right? Because everybody agree we just need to have the strongest defense. Um, what are other things that they really? I mean, they really have a conflict about
I
immigration.
don't know. But to me it just seems like the Democrats trying to show strength now. You know, it's like because everybody just think they so weak. It just seems like they trying to just make a showing somehow. You know, and I respect it. One revelation that I had this week is, you know, I talk a lot of trash about the Democratic Party, but I can do that and still be comfortably over here. You know, like I can want more from the party. I can say this and that about them, but I'm only speaking as somebody that wants better. You know, but I'm never going to the other side. It's for all intents and purposes. But okay, any final thoughts on that?
Yeah. Democrats showing strength is kind of like the guy who's already got beat up finally throw a punch back. Like dude, you already ain't got no teeth. Hey, he swung back. Yeah.
So let's see.
Back on the floor.
From this CBS News article, this little point I want to read. It says most House Democrats oppose the legislation since it does not address expiring healthcare tax credits that were at the center of the party's shutdown demands. As part of the deal with Republicans, Senate Democrats were promised a vote on the issue by mid-December. Okay, so that's like 6 weeks from now, setting the stage for the next major fight on Capitol Hill. So, healthcare tax credits. Hmm. That's going to be at the forefront. Would they agree on that? As of now, it do seem like they probably going to have another shutdown.
Yeah, yeah. But I will say I don't I don't fully understand what they mean by tax credits. It's like does it, I know it has something to do with Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act rather,
Hmm.
and I don't know, something to do with lowering healthcare costs. Maybe the government has been subsidizing healthcare costs or something like that. But either way, I think it's gonna get shut down again. I think the way the news cycle was and the way this blew up, they definitely gonna run it back. But
They had fun doing this.
yeah, it was like
I don't lose no paycheck. Shoot.
yeah, it kind of like re-energized them, I think. But okay, let's move on to this next question. Do you think the man or the woman is the prize keyword in the relationship? We see this conversation on social media all the time. I just want to know what y'all think.
I'm gonna say the man, and the reason I say the man is because we gotta be the providers, we gotta be the leaders. You know, we deal with most of the responsibilities. We did not only our, we deal with your responsibilities. So for me, I'm gonna say the man because we have all the responsibilities in the relationship every time. So I'm going with the man.
Man, my answer is going to be kind of true to my ambiguous nature at times on things. I think it's whoever the breadwinner is, whoever whoever just paying the bills, got the biggest cars, and saying, "Hey, look, we going out to dinner, and I'm paying for everything." That's probably whoever that is.
So whoever
Um,
got the biggest bank.
They got the.
I
Oprah,
do
look,
think
if I'm with
whenever
Oprah, I can't look. If I'm with Oprah, I want you all to know don't you dare look at me like I'm the prize. If I'm with Oprah,
all right, so this how I'm gonna say it. The prize it varies. You know, it just depends on who you talking about. I think it varies. Like some guys are the prize, some girls are the prize. Sometimes both of y'all some zeros. And then sometimes both of y'all the prize. Like I seen a relationship like that. I seen I
I
ain't gonna say their names, but I seen these two folks talking about who's the prize in a relationship. I'm like, bro, I wouldn't want to be with now one of y'all. Like, you know, sometimes you just got two buckled up floozies together. Like, that's how it is. But I mean, for the most part, there are men prizes and there are women prizes, and that's just the truth. Like, you can't tell me that you're the prize and dude, you like completely gotta call people to pick you up from your job at Pizza Hut, man. And then you trying to tell me that you the prize, and she the one with the car. She the one to come pick you up, and she worked at the sheriff's office as a computer person. You know, you telling me that you the prize, young man? You know what I mean? Or you got a dude who is, you know, a high level engineer at his firm, 40 years old, and baby, you a waitress. You know, you telling me you the prize? No, you know, no, no. It varies for sure.
Now, I would say in a
Yeah.
scenario where you have two people with large bank accounts, like Serena and her husband, or Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift. We know who got the bigger bag in that one. I think that the second thing you will look at to see who the prize is whoever's the most emotionally stable. If you got two breaded people that are both emotionally stable, man, I'm gonna say whoever better at thumb wrestling is gonna be the breadwinner. That'll be the tiebreaker.
Well, when you got Serena and people like her husband Alexis,
Hmm.
when you got that, then when you start getting that much money, you just kind of just say to wipe the prize to make it just sound,
Okay.
you know, to make it sound good. You just, oh yeah, she the prize. Yep. When you getting that kind of money, you just go to the
Like
thought
Beyonce, Jay
and say,
Z.
yeah, oh yeah, she the prize. How much you worth? 2 billion. When you start saying a woman the prize, you a rich ass nigga.
That's a true
Yeah,
statement.
I think, in my opinion, I think the woman is the prize, because just from a traditional man standpoint, like the prize, when you think about a prize, it's something that like you go out and get. You know what I'm saying? It's something you seek. You know, eyes on the prize. It's like the goal, the thing you trying to go after and get. And that's a very manly thing. It's like there's a prize, there's a X, I want to go get that. You know, I feel like that kind of does fit women more. Now, I think the word that you want to use when you talk about man, a man in the relationship is like maybe value. Like, who's the most valuable in the relationship? Because I think that's what ultimately people be talking about is value. Like, if the person paying all the bills, come on, man, we wouldn't even have a house over our head without this person. That's the most valuable person. Like, whoever the person is that is, the starter in the relationship, kind of the backstop, the like Josh said, emotional stability. The person that's kind of keeping everything together is the most valuable one. Now that can be whoever, um, you know. So that's just kind of how I look at it. Like prize. Go ahead, Moss.
Oh, but I was just gonna say because the way you describe it's like they saying like who the MVP is, and that's basically is a prize in a way. But like you said, I don't think that's the word we was trying to use for like as a man. But the reason I said I don't think everyone. I'm sorry. I don't think either one of us would call ourselves the prize. I just don't think we think that way. I think we just know what we bring to the table, what we have to offer that makes us like, okay, I'm the one that's the backbone. Like I'm the structure that's starting this, and I need this woman to keep this structure. So that's why when I stated my opinion, like I feel like the man is quote unquote the prize because they start the foundation, they help build it up, and they need that queen on the side to them to help maintain it.
Yeah. I mean, is prize value, because I will say this. As a man, every boy needs to know this. From a child to old man, women are born with value. Men have to create theirs. Right? A girl is considered value. She just can come out the womb and just be 15, 16 years old and be the prettiest girl in school and considered the most valuable. She be in college, she considered the most valuable. The most valuable dudes are gonna go after her, right? But see, the thing is, men have to build their value. It's created from him. So, and it does last longer because he has to create it. But
Yeah,
so don't get prize mixed up with value.
because in that
Because value ain't no guy, unless it's very few guys that's born with value.
and to that point, I was gonna say there you have people like Marcus Jordan, born with value. Look where he at now. He ain't hold his value. He ain't go out there and make it. That
Hey man, you got
poor born some of the best value in the world when he came out the womb.
That's
The
fair.
son of a great man is usually a failure.
Hey,
But here's a good question for y'all though. If you could pick, would you rather be a person that could be like born with value, or you like basically you have to win the genetic lottery? Although it's not really a lottery because there's a lot of beautiful women in the world. So it's not, the chances ain't that low of you doing it. Or would you rather be like how men are, you at zero no matter what? But if you work hard enough, you can be a top dog. Which one would you
uh
pick?
the latter.
you ever rather start for nothing to come up?
Yeah, I love movies like that where
Uh,
guys start from zero.
I'm
I'm not trying to twist your question. I mean, question. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to twist your question, but I'm still me answering this question. Like I'm still have the same ideals, the same mindset that I was born with, that I developed on my own.
Yeah.
Give me the value.
Wait, you want to just be born with value?
Give me the value.
Okay.
and see, and to that value and genetic lottery stuff, it was so funny. Cause remind me of this Facebook I saw where it was like some dudes hooping in prison, and it's like some dudes, they the only reason they ain't in the pros is because they locked up. I'm like, yeah, be some athletic ass dudes out here locked up and stuff. But I'm probably gonna be like Monster too because honestly, you gonna always have to grind for it. So just give me more of a stacked deck. If it's spades, look, you have 13 cards in spades. Look, give me 8 spades and then let me keep it rolling. You know, as
And
opposed to give me 3 spades and I gotta try and make these books
the
shake.
like you said, the reason I said this because you have the resources already there for like the foundation just set, and now it's up to me to use these resources to the best of my abilities to go out here and create something for myself now, for who I am, not based off my parents' legacy, but based off who I am and what I value. So that's why I say, give me the resources already that will be in my possession at that point.
Well, you do realize by choosing that route, you do have a chance of like being low value too. Like it's
Yeah,
unattractive women in the world too.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For me, I'm definitely gonna choose starting from zero to create value because here's the thing. If you have a very beautiful woman, she has this automatic value, but she still has to cash it in at some point to lock it in, you know? And every fine woman don't marry a rich and powerful man. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
like you gonna be in the world trying to get somebody to, see this value and cash in on it. And to me, that's kind of like you putting your entire existence in the hands of somebody else, you know. And I mean, it like Josh say, you're gonna have to work for it either way. So I think I'd rather just have it where it's like, okay, win, lose, or draw. What Kendrick say? Uh, I want the what do he say? I want the I forget. Basically, he said, I want the basically he want the results to fall on him, whether they winning or losing. Basically,
Okay.
I want the credit if we losing or winning. Yeah, yeah. That's it.
I think I would take that risk though. Like you said, it's a chance I get a low viable woman. I would take that risk, but with you saying like I still have my morals, still have my characteristics of who I am, and knowing what a good person is, I like my chances more still. So
Facts, facts.
So okay, so we had a 2-2 for give me the value from the get go, or as I would say, give me the 8 spades cards from the get go, and then the 2 for give me 3 spades cards from the get go, which is basically give me the let me build my value.
yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
my final remark for this is like I'm not a person. Y'all know me. Like I worked hard all my life, so I'm not gonna just always take the easy route. But if I have something that can make stuff more easily, I'm going to lean on that information or those resources to like, hey, if this is a hard route, let me think smarter how to use it instead of just coming out the mud and just trying to like, prove to be the hero in somebody's story.
And as you
Yeah,
said, the value doesn't always have to be big. Like you could have 8 spades cards, and it be 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can have no face cards.
Yeah.
yeah. That's true. That's true. You could be Whoopi Goldberg though. But anyway, there he is, the person that I
There he
was
is.
hoping hopped on, man. Bro, you
Yo,
caught us on
Oh,
the
Big
right topic.
J.
We
What you
have the
say?
bot himself.
perfect. What's happening?
What's up, bot?
Yes, man.
Yeah, bro. But we
I
on this
still don't get the
topic.
Mr. Wash. What topic y'all on?
Who do you think is the prize in a relationship, the man or the woman?
Oh, so I ain't gonna even come on as strong as I have in the past, but y'all know I have always expressed that the man is the prize in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it just go back to even biblical times. The earth, we just started off with the man. You know what I'm saying? And that right there tells you who needs to lead, the man. So, and just taking it to the different uh, physiological and psychological factors is just like men were in times before society really just became booming like that. They were the people who went out there and hunted and took a lot of the risk in life, you know what I'm saying? And it made sense because their bodies were just made better to do that. So I feel like in today's time it's kind of the same deal. Men should go out there and conquer and kind of be the shield for the woman, as she also nurtures and acts as the yin to the man's yang. You know what I'm saying? It's not that she takes on a state of lesser than, it's just that she takes on a state of companionship and mutualistic benefit. You know what I'm saying? On one side, you get the benefits of protection and structure and logic. Not to say women don't have logic, but you know what I'm saying? You also have, on the other hand, nurturing and, you know what I'm saying? Like, uh, growth and just everything that a woman provides, that's the opposite of those things. So I feel like, yeah, ultimately the man is the prize in the relationship. Not to take it too far, but I feel like with the way the world is, he almost has to be. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of what's happening today's day, I don't want to say men have opportunity, but for a woman to deny that there are so many opportunities nowadays to just capitalize off just looks and charisma, you know what I'm saying? Being a woman, like OnlyFans, social media presence, all these other things, and men have to really like go get it, like create value in themselves by providing some type of work or skill or asset or service, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's actually the follow up question that I asked the guys was, you know, as we know, a woman is born with value, or can be born with value. A man has to earn his no matter what. So if you could choose which route your life could take, like if you could choose to be born with value, or um, and basically the value you're born with is unchangeable, or you start from zero no matter what, but with effort you can build it up. Which one would you choose?
ground up. And it's crazy because I kind of had this conversation today with somebody at work, but it's like in families or we see groups with examples of generational wealth or, you know, I like to think of it the concept of thriving versus surviving. In some groups, you mainly survive. You know, you're check to check, day to day. You know, you're making financial decisions to get to the next week. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, I think, creates a humbleness and a uh, gratefulness for when you get things, when you achieve things, when you know, actually reach that goal. And I think it also creates a hunger, you know what I'm saying, for the better things in life. And so you also have appreciation when you get to those things. On the other side, you got thriving, where if, you know, you're born with a silver spoon and everything is, you know, for lack of a better term, handed to you, it's just like you don't see the value in having to work a lot of times. You don't see the value in having to be introspective and look at what you can do better because everything you do, you know, is pretty much, you know, pomp and circumstance, or, you know, you are already in a good position when you start something. So, you know, you may not just have that drive or get that mentality to reach for higher things. And I think what happens, because if we look historically at, you know, not to quantify suicides in a way that demeans the act itself or anything like that, but we've seen that in certain communities and certain groups where you look from the outside looking in, man, they're financially stable, man, they have a family unit, man, all these other things. So what happened? My theory is that they were thriving. They focused on thriving. You know, they didn't have something to base themselves and really make them appreciative for the things that they have. You know what I'm saying? So I think that opens up a mindset to make you open to self harm in some cases, or, you know, just reaching for, you know, wildest, the next wild thing to do, or the next dangerous thing to do, or something like that. So, all my answer is kind of getting it from the bottom, you know, not, and it's not to say that I want to start from the bottom. I, even if it's just, you know, give me something to work with. You know what I mean? I just want to be able to know what it feels like to grind, to work, so that when I do get to the top or when I do get to that goal, you know, I'm humble. You know, I can still relate to those, or um, be empathetic with those people who haven't got to that point yet.
Well, and it's not. I'm not kind of arguing with you because I did choose the opposite, choosing the value. But I
Yeah, you
want to,
broke the tie. You the tiebreaker.
I want to say that when you ask before you answer that question, we said that we was gonna have like the same mindset, the same morals and stuff. So you still the same person you are today, but this time you just got value. But to what you said, and it kind of think about what you said earlier when it comes to the man being a prize. So to your scenario, what you said about how you will start from zero to ground up and all the stuff, and we can like basically unappreciate the grind or the work ethic stuff like that. I think when it comes to that, and this to your point where like the man's the prize, that's why it's important for the man to set that foundation. So even if your dad or your mom, whoever it may be that came up with this value, they supposed to, instill that into you, supposed to let you know, like, earn and stuff like that. Like, I know you got some people that like just give them some hand me downs, like just take care of whatever they child got to do. But as the responsibility of a parent, you supposed to show like this is what you supposed to do to get to this is how I got to the point like this. Now I need you as my child to go, and if they ain't got that mindset, but I need you to and I'm gonna steal this hard work, this foundation that I had still to build this empire. I'm gonna put all this into you so you can learn this hard work, so you can learn how it is to grind and stuff like that and make a name for yourself, not just based on my name, but for yourself as well.
I feel that. I feel that. That makes sense.
So let me ask you this, Jalen. So if let's there's a girl right now who was born. She was the prettiest girl in her class, in her city, married a wealthy, powerful guy, and she's never really known struggle. She never really known pain or anything like that. She just had a life of pure bliss. Ignorance is bliss, as they say. Um, you wouldn't want you wouldn't. And I'm not gonna say you because you're a traditional man, so I understand. I think I know what you would say, but would you not want that for your sister or for X person that you care about a lot?
For sure. And that's why it kind of goes back to the earlier argument about the man kind of being the prize, is because I feel like the man should be able to go out there and do what they need to do to um, provide a comfort and a structure for their partner. It's not to say, and I also said for them not to be a tag along or lesser than. To me, it's yin and yang, it's balance. It's not to say that I want to fund your life, you know what I'm saying? No, I want you to be able to have your own hustle, for you to have your own hobbies and things like that. So it's not to say that it's a lesser than title, but so I feel like, yeah, I do want something like that for my sister, but it's because I know she's had like a man like myself around as an example to show her what work is. And to Monster's credit, like really tell her, what the value of hard work is or what the value is in believing in the skill sets that you have and pushing those skill sets. So yes, I feel like I can say that, I would want her to be in a position of, a lavish lifestyle and everything like this, but also know what it means to um, just really value work, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe with that becomes you have a grace, you know what I'm saying? So you may give back or you may that may take shape in other forms that reach outside of yourself. So I think it's just the overall good quality to have. So ultimately, if that man doing what they supposed to do and my sister finds that man, then I feel like she'll get that as a result anyway.
So you think
And
that
I
it's
speak
set
after
up
you,
the
Dan,
way?
and too. I got a question for Jay.
Yeah. Go ahead, Josh.
How do you feel about what I got to say, Jay? My answer was, I feel like it's whoever the breadwinner is, whoever got the most money in their bank account. Honestly, whoever taking care of most everything financially for the most part is saying, "Hey, look, hey, family, we finna go to Disney World," and then they just whip out the card, and then don't nobody got to worry about netting kids running around grabbing all type of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse things. whoever, the wife or the husband, just getting whatever drink they want to get, riding whatever ride. And I said, now if you got a situation where both of them got money, like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, or Beyonce and Jay Z, then the next question is, who's the most emotionally stable between the two? And then if you got two breaded people that are emotionally stable, I said the tiebreaker is thumb war. Whoever's better at thumb war.
Okay. So I'm gonna say like my notion don't really have or I guess you could say the basis isn't really finances. I really feel that way about the man regardless, you know what I'm saying? And if he's not striving to be, the lead financier in the relationship, then he at least need to be striving to be on a level that's comparable to his woman. Um, and the portion about, you know what I'm saying, like the emotionally stable, I think that's huge. Like emotional intelligence is such a high, just trait for me. Like I consider it to be one of the highest things that people should look for in their partner. So, but I also believe that if in a relationship your woman is more emotionally stable, then something going on with the man, to be real. And honestly,
Yeah.
um honestly, I feel like, females who I would go after wouldn't want their man to be more emotionally stable with them simply because of the things and nature that happens with women. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that is a situation that shouldn't happen. And mainly the man needs to be that lead, needs to have that role of direction and guidance and planning. Um, Regardless of whether the woman makes more money. You know what I'm saying? That's great. Whoop de
Facts.
doo. You know what I'm saying? But that man still need to
Facts.
find a way to lead that
Willie,
household, lead that family unit.
Willie, who do you think has more value, women or men?
Nah, he butchered that. Who do you think is the prize in a relationship? The man or the woman?
Uh, Well, I think it's different for each relationship, and I just think it's who has the most to gain and who has the most to lose. So, uh, that'll be my answer for it. I think in any relationship, right, there's always going to be variables of, compatibility, and so whoever has the most to gain, I think they are as valuable as the one who has the most to lose. And so it used to be a thing with me where I thought it was one way or the other, but that kind of changes it for me. Like it just depends. Because I've seen some people who had the most to gain, the very utmost to gain, and they really took advantage of that. So I think in my opinion, it's not a man or a female. I think it's whoever has the most to gain. And typically, but historically speaking, and this is not Willie, this is historically speaking. Historically speaking, the female had the most to gain. And so therefore the man was viewed just colloquially as the more valuable. But in today's times, it's very much a push on who has the most to gain. And so whoever has the most to gain is definitely not as valuable as who has the most to lose. Over.
Fair point. Fair point. And last question for you, then we can move on to the next topic. As you know, women can be born with value. Men have to earn their value regardless. If you could choose between being born with value or having to start from zero and then create your value, which route would you choose?
I'm definitely gonna be king. I'm definitely gonna be Queen Elizabeth over Willie
Hey, that's a tie. That's a tie
for
again. Let's go, Willie.
for sure. Like, what are
You
we
tied it
talking
back
about, bro? Like, I'm definitely finna be Queen Elizabeth over Willie. Let's get that done. You
We
telling
gonna
me
end on a
I
tie.
could? I can live this life. Think about this, man. This is the way I look at it. A lot of these boys, they got to work all their lives to then enjoy that sliver of making it. But imagine it's the opposite. I get to take all my lifetime to enjoy it because of what so and so did. Boy, I tell you what's the name of Spike Lee's film company? 40 Acres and a Mule. Believe that. Believe that.
But as you know, it's a chance you could end up like Whoopi Goldberg. Like, it's a chance that you don't have as much value as another person. Because see, a woman's value is pretty much unchangeable. You know, she looked the way she looked, so it's a chance you might not be a Queen Elizabeth. But
Man,
okay, so
even
Oh,
Jesus had
oh,
a
oh
job,
no.
bro.
Oh no, I just want the rank. Look, dude, don't nobody care about what Queen Elizabeth looked like. Like, let's be real, bro. Bro, you think when Philip and them was coming up in that crib, they really cared what she looked like? They cared about that thing that came in front. Before we call her
What you
The
Elizabeth, what we
dog,
talking
call
about?
her?
the dog sign.
Wait a minute. What you talking about? That thing that
Queen.
came in front.
Before we call her Elizabeth, hey, look. Before they call me anything, they call me Willie. But what come before Elizabeth?
Queen.
Believe that.
Did my
Believe that.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, let's move on
Everybody
to
need
the
a job.
final topic of the evening. Most talented individual, I guess, celebrity between Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, and Jamie Foxx. Who y'all got? Oh wait,
Jamie Foxx.
let's
Oh
list
wait.
out some of their stuff first. So Jamie
Okay.
Foxx, he can sing, he can do stand up comedy, he can act.
He can dance too.
Okay, yeah, he can dance. I feel like I'm missing something.
Sing,
He
dance,
produced.
act.
He's produced.
He's on
He's a
TV
Yeah,
producer.
shows.
and it's important to have context with it too. Jamie Foxx, he wasn't just an actor turned singer. He actually got hits. You know what I mean? He sang slow jams hook. He got unpredictable. You know, the Jamie Foxx show is a culture classic. You know, he played Ray. He played Ray Charles. Like, he not like a slouch when it come to acting. You know, he was Django. So
Don't
there's
forget
that.
comedian.
Yeah, comedian
Acting,
too.
he got a bigger acting. If you ask me, I think he's a better and bigger actor than Childish Gambino, which we know
Yeah, but
we
see,
know more about him from his acting, to be honest. So that's
but
still
Childish got
Jamie
a
Foxx.
longer list though. Childish, he sing, he rap, he was a TV producer, he acts,
He writes
uh,
films.
and I think he had like a little stand up comedy show.
Is he a
But I
good
don't know.
actor?
He okay.
Cause his
I
comedy
Solid. He's
trash.
solid. He's
I think
solid.
I
that
He
was taught to
okay.
him being
His comedy,
Spider-Man.
his comedy trash, and his acting is lackluster. Ain't none of his movies just like rewatchable. You know what I'm saying? He's a great musician and he's a great director, writer. But to put him up against Jamie Foxx, nah, bro. Like
Not over here.
the conversation is jack of all trades versus maestro of few. You know what I'm saying? The things that we listed Jamie Foxx in, he done been the best, just about the best in that shit at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Acting, been the best at that at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Comedy, he's been one of the funniest in one of the years that he done did stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like he excels in the things that we talking about are his talents. You know what I'm saying? I think we throwing too much stuff in the ring for Childish Gambino. That's a hobby that ain't necessarily just something that he excels in. I love Atlanta.
I
Yeah,
think that
I
Jamie
got this.
Foxx. I don't think. Okay, so Childish is wins in the music, right? And then Jamie will win in the acting.
That's
right?
I
the
Yeah,
don't know about that,
that's the
bro.
opposite.
accolade music wise, yes. But as far as like singing, no. Like as far as like a voice, no.
Well, we talking about hit. We talking about like how many records they sold, how much
That's what I'm saying. Accolades. Like we
Yeah,
talking about
accolades. He
yeah.
win. All right, so I mean, we're just going off opinion. Anybody can win, and then you got TV shows. What I think
You
that
think
Atlanta.
Childish wins in
I
accolades?
think yeah, with music
That's
now,
what I'm
music
looking up now.
I'm thinking about music.
What I
Music.
when
That's what
music,
I'm
I think
looking up that
Childish
now.
wins.
You
how
think
I
All
feel
right,
so?
with music between the two is that
I think the
Because you know,
Child
Childish is new.
Child
I think James is a better performer for sure.
Yeah, and
Performer,
then
singer, dancer,
so
yeah.
acting on
the
the
acting
acting tip,
go
I
to
think
Jamie first
Jamie got it.
all day.
Yeah, I think Jamie got it when it comes to the acting. But then, then you got to break down, let's say Atlanta versus the Jamie Foxx show. I think the Atlanta is much more iconic. I think Atlanta Atlanta now. Atlanta was a hit now.
I'm not saying it ain't, but that Jamie Foxx is nostalgia, bro. That's nostalgia.
Okay.
That's
I
that's
hate to
just
say it,
childhood.
as an Atlanta fan, I feel like it really got its hype off the first two seasons, but the Jamie Foxx show, just the whole like title and the season, you can go back and watch some of that.
Bro.
Jamie, the
Yeah.
only number ones he has is actually Kanye. So it's
Yeah,
like Slow
that
Jams and
Slow
Gold
Jam,
Digger.
Gold Digger, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I was
Blame,
looking at
blame it.
Childish
Blame
Gambino
it, did
got
go to
5
Blame It
Grammys.
went number two.
What
Blame It went number
Blame It?
two.
Yeah, I
So
say Blame It. Yeah, he got a Grammy for Blame It.
That's what I say. I think Childish, when it comes to music, Childish got on when it comes to accolades. But as far as
Yeah,
like
he do,
talent,
but
when music
he
talents,
got
nah.
5 Grammys. 3 of them came from This Is America though.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I
we're not
Like to
dissing it,
me,
but
that's also political
wait, he
infusion.
got 3 Grammys from This Is America?
Yeah, it said he got
Wow.
Wow, that's
that's
crazy.
what I'm
I didn't know
saying.
that.
It said he made history at the 2019 Grammys by winning Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best Music Video for This Is America.
Hey,
And
he
that was
The
deserved that.
first
Jamie's
And
the
that's
first
starting
what
to
time a
act
hip
He
hop
like
set the
song had
world
won
on
a
fire
Grammy.
with that music video.
Yeah.
Jamie's career starts in acting, then music, right?
Yeah.
well, on the show he was
I
trying to be a
don't
singer,
know.
wasn't he?
Okay.
I think he was a comedian first, actually.
yeah, he was a comedian.
Okay. Well, see, 'cause this is why I just kind of, because if I'm not mistaken, Childish came out music first, right? Maybe stand up or whatever. But
Nah, he
he
was
started
acting
acting first,
first.
then music.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm. See, okay, I didn't know that.
Wow.
yeah,
I see the start be acting
he was on
and
Community,
be that.
and then he did a
Okay.
lot. He did comedy too. He did stand up. So his acting and
Yeah,
stand up go hand in
I just
hand.
feel like
his
And
standards used to be on
His
Comedy
acting is
Central.
in Atlanta is great, but
yeah.
it's just the movies that I've seen him in. I don't like. They
Oh
should have
yeah.
never
He ain't
put
like
him in
He's a
Mr. and
Get
Mrs.
watch,
comedian.
Smith.
get watch
You ain't like the Mr. Smith,
film.
the new movie?
Jamie Foxx is like a blockbuster actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he up there.
Garbage.
Like he up there.
Yeah,
That's
Acting is a blowout. Jamie is a blowout.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Jamie.
yeah,
I don't
Jamie
even
is
think it's a
good at a lot
competition.
of things.
Like
I'm gonna say it like
Ray
this.
itself can beat anything Childs do. Ray itself can beat anything Childs do.
Well,
To me, it's like
let's
I
match him
sum
up
it
with
up like
Atlanta.
this.
Let's match him up when he was Teddy in Atlanta. Can Jamie do that? I don't think so.
Django.
Yeah, Jamie got I mean, Jamie got Best Actor for Collateral, which is an excellent movie, and he was nominated for it for sure. And then Jamie got
White House
Dreamgirls.
Down.
He got
Didn't
King.
Childish won an Emmy for Teddy Perkins, wasn't it?
I think so. I think he did win an Emmy for Teddy Perkins. No, no. What you call it won that year? I'm sorry. What's the guy? Cat Williams won for Alligator Man.
Rightfully
Now
so.
he might have won, but that's out of the same season. That's why I think because Cat Williams got an Emmy for winning. You know how you get that guest Emmy they give for the person with the best guest appearance, and
Yeah,
he
Hmm.
he
won
won
for
an
Alligator
Emmy.
Man in Atlanta.
Dude, Childish Gambino got 2 Emmys.
Two
2
primetime
Emmys
Emmys,
and
5
5
Grammys,
Grammys.
2 Golden Globes,
Lead actor and
2
comedy
Peabody
series.
Hey,
Awards, Critics'
Jamie
Choice
Foxx literally
Award.
won best actor. Jamie Foxx literally won best actor at the Academy Awards, bro, for Ray itself.
That
Mm.
man got 5 Writers Guild of America awards. A Screen Actors Guild Award. God dang.
Now, see,
Jamie
if you
almost went
going
back
that
to
deep, we
back.
got to go into Jamie. We got to go into Jamie bag when he talking about. We got to go into BET Awards, Soul Train Awards. You
Well,
know what I'm
one thing when
saying?
it come
Like,
to acting, Jamie do got that one thing that Childish Gambino probably not ever gonna
That
get.
Academy.
No, that
Trying to Golden Globe.
that star
Star. Okay.
that
And
star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
oh,
Man,
okay,
you
yeah.
crazy, boy.
You don't
Chadwick
think he can
Boseman
get
just
one of
got
those?
one.
Oh,
It's
not
no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But Chadwick's more an actor than what you call it. He might get one, but he didn't kind of fade it to the black. Like Jamie was nuclear hot at 1 minute. You gotta
he
think
was.
about it. He had just won.
2005.
He had just won Best Actor for Ray, and then he turned around and should have won, in my opinion, Best Supporting Actor for Collateral with Tom Cruise that very next year. Then he dropped Dreamgirls. Like for the mid 2000s, he was kind of like hot, like Inferno.
mm-hmm.
Back
That's
before
why I
TV
said.
was really that big.
But that's why I said Ray.
That
Ray
boy
is
said
better than
back before
anything Tyler
TV
Perry
was that
did.
big.
Like
Boy,
for
that's
like
Willie though.
like before it, because think about it. Jamie got an Oscar. He got a Golden Globe. He hot. Like he was hot, man.
That
He
Camilla.
was. You could argue that he was the hottest man in Hollywood. Not the
That's what I'm
best,
saying, bro.
but definitely the hottest.
Up there with Will Smith
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure. For sure. With Denzel and these dudes were in they super prime. Like Jamie was leading man material.
Man,
Yeah.
I just realized Jamie Foxx one of the only actors that bring Cameron Diaz out. Cameron Diaz said she only came back and did a movie because Jamie Foxx wanted her to. I went back and looked at it. They done been in quite a few movies together.
It's 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah,
This man Donald Glover though, I didn't know he racked up this many nominations between Critics' Choice Awards, Emmys, Golden Globes, Grammys, and SAG Awards. Out of those 5 categories, he has 39 nominations with 10 wins.
That's what I'm saying. He a bad boy whenever you just come to that talent.
But that's
I
what I'm
think
saying. That's
this is
directing and
kind of how
writing.
I'm rationalizing it right here. When it comes to music, it's probably a wash. Like they might be equivalent, highs and lows for both of them. But if you put Jamie's acting against Childish Gambino's TV production skills or whatever, that's where they really are at their best. That's the best things they can do. And if I compare them at their best, I think I might have to go with Childish because of the longevity of Atlanta. Like Atlanta was great for a long time, whereas Django, superb movie, but that's like 90 minutes. You know what I mean? Like Ray, that's a
That's
superb
crazy.
movie.
The Jamie
But
Foxx
that's just a
show.
couple
What are you
hours.
talking
You know what I'm
about?
Hey,
saying?
Willie,
But
That's
is the
crazy.
Jamie? But can
No,
the
no,
That's
Jamie
wait a minute.
Foxx
wild.
show really
Well, are
compete?
y'all finna sit up here and tell me that Jamie Foxx was a better actor than Childish Gambino on the Jamie Foxx show than Atlanta? Y'all finna tell me that?
He's a better actor than Ray. That's what I'm saying.
So,
All
so
He's
right,
a
so
better
TV
actor in
show,
many of the movies that he's been in.
it's not a
all
fair
right,
comparison,
TV
right?
show
Wait,
for
wait,
TV
wait,
It's
wait.
show.
not
Who
Just
was the
That
better?
was a comedy. That was a
it's
comedy
not
show.
a fair comparison. That's like saying, like, y'all telling me that Tim Allen in Home Improvement is better than like, a nigga that's playing in like West Wing. Like it's definitely a comedy show. But if you just look at what Jamie was in, bro, like you named
Dude,
Django,
Childish Gambino was that motherfucker. So he was in the Lion King.
but go back to
Oh my
like
God.
he was in Ali, right? He was in like Jamie. He was
Ali,
in
Ray, he's been in
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
He was
James,
in Horrible Bosses,
Django.
Jarhead,
Yes.
Dreamgirls. Like Jamie was in some certified hits. Like
yeah,
Hits.
Jarhead is a hit. Like
Booty
he
Call.
was, and if you Atlanta's great, and I love Atlanta.
Cult classic. I don't care what
But
y'all say.
it's too
Cult
many.
classic.
Jamie
Booty
got
Call.
too much heat, bro. Jamie got too much heat when you really look at it.
Oh,
And Childish never jumped. Childish was never lead man in a major film. Jamie was.
Wait. I just want to be clear. I said Jamie's acting skills. That's what he the best at. versus Childish's TV production skills. I want to be clear. That's what I'm
You can't
comparing
compare
the two
those.
on.
Well, he's comparing
Oh, if you
you
height.
compare
compare that, I
those.
still
Things.
go with Jamie, dude, because Jamie got the highest honor that you can get for acting, right? An Oscar. And an Oscar overrides an Emmy in my book. Because any Joe Blow Schmo can get an Emmy. No offense.
Well,
Cat Williams has
man,
an
Bro,
Cat Williams
bro,
has an Emmy.
But
Cat
he,
Williams
but
has an
bro,
Emmy.
Childish Gambino is the first black person to win best directing in a comedy series. He the first black person ever to win that Emmy.
I understand that. But when we think of the big dog, it's the Oscar. And Jamie got one. Jamie, like, the Emmy is, I love the Emmys, right? But the Oscar is the big dog. When somebody looks at your acting career, it's like Nick Saban, right? You can win as many championships in college, but when you got to put you up against Belichick or somebody in the NFL, he can't hold his ground. I love that he got that Emmy, right? But before TV shows were big, film was where it was at. TV shows didn't get big until the turn of the 20th century. But film has always been that
streaming.
constant. That's why, think about this. How many Emmys does Leonardo DiCaprio have? Or Daniel Day-Lewis? None. No one. But Daniel Day-Lewis got like
Is it a
5.
crime?
Daniel Day-Lewis got 4 Oscars. He the GOAT, right? We call it Daniel Day-Lewis the GOAT because he got 4 best actors, right? Denzel ain't got an Emmy, but he got a best supporting actor and a best actor. He got, like, I'm telling you, bro, that Oscar is a different gravy.
What about
Yeah,
Bro,
to give it to
Atlanta, bro, Jamie Foxx got
Moment
one
Man.
Oscar. Bro, Atlanta got 7 Emmys.
That's what we
Yeah.
saying.
You
It's
get
moment
Oscars
man
for
type
TV
stuff. To
shows.
give Childish Gambino that
You-
is moment man mentality because he just hot. He was just super hot, and everybody was riding his Johnson at the time. This is America. That 2017 era, like
But
he was
yeah.
just the hot dude, and he was just grabbing. Everybody
Man,
was
Childish
throwing everything
Gambino,
at him.
Grant.
All his stuff was in
Bruh,
the span of what,
Emmys-
2-3 years?
Dude,
3-4
Emmys are
years?
Atlanta
Emmys
was.
are rinse
Atlanta
and
was.
repeat, right?
Yeah.
Emmys are rinse and repeat. Game of Thrones won an
Man,
Emmy
get
like
outta
every
here.
year it existed.
Game
Like
of Thrones
Nurse
was a good
Jackie.
show, though.
Nurse
Game of
Jackie
Thrones was a
won hella
legendary
Emmys.
show. Game
Yeah,
of
I mean
Thrones was a
Nurse
legendary
Jackie
show.
won. Winning an Emmy is
Never
rinse and
saw it.
repeat. You gotta think about it.
Dude,
There's only
winning
X amount of shows.
Is rinse and repeat. If we saying that, bro, you can't discredit this
Bro,
man.
I'm not discrediting him.
Bro.
I'm just saying
just
that an
wanna say
Oscar
this.
is a bigger honor.
We have to stop making it seem like winning an Oscar is such a big honor. When
It's the
really,
biggest
they just-
honor.
Wait. We got to stop acting like it's such a big honor when really they just terrible at picking people. They terrible at picking the real winners. They are.
How you gonna say that
They
about the
just
Oscars
terrible
and
at-
not say that about
Bro.
the Emmys or the Grammys or anything else
The
we done named
Oscar
out here?
is
I don't agree. I don't agree with the Grammys.
Drake
or
done dissed the Grammys
I
plenty
don't-
of time.
Yeah, I don't agree with the
think that's
Grammys
the
either,
Grammys.
but I'm just saying in this realm of things, you know, if we talking about if they are good at selecting, then we got 7 Emmys to y'all's 1 Oscar. But if we can discredit them, then that's what I'll do.
But see,
to
the
me,
thing,
I just
but
think
see,
they-
but see,
they
the
just
thing
pick
is
bad
though,
people,
Anthony,
bad
the
winners.
difference is for me, right? This is why the Oscar is it's like the biggest
Like,
honor.
bro, it don't make no sense for Leonardo DiCaprio to have 1 Oscar. Denzel Washington got like 1 Oscar, bro. Come on,
He got
dog.
2. He got
But
2.
they not good at picking winners.
Hey, before you go, before you go,
It is what it is.
we are talking about acting. That's what we said. We said acting.
Yeah.
When it comes to Jamie Foxx acting and what he has done, he has been the best at it. Childish is the newbie on the scene when it comes to that. Jamie been doing it for a far long time, bro.
Longevity.
I'm still gonna harp on that Oscar, and this is why. Because this is why the Oscar is so extraordinary to even get one. To even luck up and get one is like huge. Because you go to the Grammys, you can win multiple Grammys, right? You can win multiple Grammys at 1 Grammy. You can win Song of the Year, you can win Record of the Year, you can win like all that. Like for the Emmys, you can win X amount of Emmys at 1 Emmy. But dude, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
If you lead man, you can only win one Oscar, and that's Best Actor. And if you lose it, you gotta wait again to the next cycle to win that one trophy. And there are so many movies that come out a year that it's incredible, right? That people that can actually even win. That's why you get these foreign films that could win. That's why when the Himoto, when the Studio Ghibli movie won, was the first ever foreign animated film to win. Now, they've been making foreign animated films since the dawn of time, right? That's why it's such a huge accolade. Look at the amount of black actors that have won an Emmy versus that have won an Oscar. It's incredible the difference because you only get really one shot.
That proves the point that whoever's picking the Oscars just don't know how to pick the real winner. That's more proof.
It's so hard though. That's why
dude,
I say
look it up right now. The former CEO of the Grammys just came out and said it's rigged. Like, bro, they do not pick the real winners
for the Grammys.
For any of them.
Look, I get that, but the Oscar, I got a book right now, Black Actors book in my house. It's really great. The Oscars is the one though. That's the pinnacle of all, like across the board. That is the one.
And you think about it like this, right? If it's that hard, if these dudes don't even pick to be so prolific, so impactful, so momentous that these guys had to choose you. They had to choose you. You were undeniable. To me, that shows an even greater status of getting this Oscar. It's an even greater achievement because you just couldn't be denied.
I have something. Does this influence anybody? It is often considered harder to win an Oscar because it recognizes excellence across the entire film industry without genre divisions, unlike Emmy's numerous categories that are more specific to television. However, the Emmy is sometimes argued to be more difficult due to the sheer volume of television series and content created compared to feature films. And because some individuals who win an Emmy and have already won an Oscar or Grammy have accomplished, okay, you're talking about the EGOT at that point. But yeah, okay, so one of them is like, okay, film is everybody. So they're kind of like, I don't know.
Film is everybody going for one spot, bro.
But in TV, it's such a big pond, even though it's like more divisions, like it's more lakes, but it's like a crap ton of lakes.
But the difference is, Josh,
every episode is like
there's typically no one who comes out the blue in TV and wins, right? Like if you look at the Emmys for the last 10 years, the people that were up there were some of the most popular shows that year. For the Oscars, it's a little bit different because my girl won a couple years ago for a movie that was basically a straight to Apple TV movie. But she was excellent. It was called it was that Christmas movie with Paul Giamatti. Frick. The under whatever it is. But that was like her biggest role she ever did at the time. And she won best supporting actress. And it was amazing. Because she was great in that movie. But she wouldn't have got that at the Emmys, right? The Leftovers or whatever it's called, that ain't finna win. The Emmys typically goes to the biggest shows out that year. You're not gonna sneak an Emmy, but you can sneak an Oscar from obscurity. I mean, look who won last year. So like, I mean, Mikey, whatever her name is, she won Best Actress for Anora. And I know nobody on this damn podcast know what Anora was about. A damn movie about a girl who's basically Cardi B, a sex worker, like a stripper. But she was great. And her biggest claim to fame to that point was a little FX show. So, but no, I think they're both great. Let's not get it twisted. I think Childish is great. But if you're just talking about the pinnacles, I got to give it to Jamie because of that big Oscar, bro. That Oscar was huge. Huge for Ray. And he should have got it for Collateral. They hold my boy for Collateral. He should have went back the next year and got Best Supporting Actor for Collateral.
If we keep it a bean, like with the Oscars, it's all just a D-riding thing because at the end of the day, Daniel Day-Lewis has the most Oscars, and his movies like ain't even well known. They're not even high box office movies. Like the people, dude, Leonardo DiCaprio's top 3 movies. I just ChatGPT'd it, so you can't argue with anything I'm saying. Leonardo
What?
DiCaprio.
Just because you ChatGPT it, stop it. Don't dare say that.
Leonardo
Give us the
DiCaprio's
numbers.
Leonardo DiCaprio's top 3 movies almost double this man top 3 movies when it come to box office.
Name the movies though.
Dude, he's not even his top 3 box office movies ain't even that much higher than Denzel's.
It's not about box office though.
So okay. So what are we looking at? We going off.
Well, you look at the movies that he won for.
Hey, bro, he could be the dude. Hey, look, this is all I'm saying. If Jalen is up there for an Oscar, and you say Leonardo DiCaprio against Jalen, and you say Daniel Day-Lewis against Jalen, and we're gonna see who's gonna win. Jalen's Tubi movie sold 500, and I'm the judge. At the end of the day, Jalen walking up there with that Oscar, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. And I think that's what's going on with this stuff. These are some people's opinion, certain people's opinion. But if we're looking at people, we're looking at the numbers and stuff like that, man. Remember Beck beat Beyonce, man. Don't nobody know who Beck is. Beck can't outsell Lil Pump, but he beat Beyonce for the Oscar.
But all right, so the Oscars, though, I will say this: Daniel Day-Lewis is the wrong one to come against because the movies that he has won for, whether it be Lincoln, whether it be My Left Foot,
we talking numbers, dog.
Those are excellent movies.
Numbers.
Like if you watch those movies,
they do no numbers though. They do no numbers though.
But that's not what it's about though. See, when you go into the Oscars, right? It's not about who has the biggest films. If that was the case. If that's the case, Martin Scorsese wouldn't have half the ones that he have, and you would give the Oscar every year to a movie like Avengers, right? But if you just watched the movies at the time, Leonardo DiCaprio, I will say this: he should have won more, yes. But I will also say the movies that he lost to, they weren't no scrubs. Like he went up against, so you got to think about the pedigree he was in. Him and Daniel Day-Lewis are in Gangs of New York together. He had Denzel in his prime. He had, it's some heavy hitters that he had to go up against, right? It's not like he's going up against some people that he just head and shoulders above. A lot of it has to do with who your competition is. You got Tom Cruise in there. All of them came up in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like that's just part of the game. Jerry Maguire got
what we talking about?
I mean,
what we talking about is caviar. We talking caviar. We talking escargot. We talking caviar. We talking escargot. You tote these around to most general places. Most places will not. Most people will not want to eat these things. Yeah, I can still go to a restaurant and it costs me about, 3 digits. You know what I mean? It's still expensive. It's still quality. And that's what we're talking about here. It's not that these are like. These are doctored, like, like schooled people who go to school for like movies, and they not just going to it and enjoying the movie, enjoying the plot. They have so many different things that they look at when they're quantifying why this is a great movie. And that's what they're looking at. Like, it's one of those things where it's not that the multitude defines what's great. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain set of people that's doing it, and that's in anything. That's in any skill.
In the Oscars, you voted by the Academy, which is the Academy is random, but it's also people that are your peers as well. So the Academy could be it's weird how it is, but the Academy also consists of other actors as well. So, but I will say this, man, they're both excellent. It's not a wrong answer. I don't think
it is a wrong answer.
Yeah, the wrong answer is Childish Gambino.
A lot of
talent.
You can say what you want. You can say what you want, bro. But if you talking numbers, and if you talking summers, Leonardo DiCaprio is shitting on Daniel Day-Lewis all day. And the same thing for Jamie Foxx versus Childish Gambino. You don't want to talk numbers because Childish gonna put Jamie in a box.
Wait, so
Childish got
Josh,
Man,
who
that's
was your
because you
final?
a
Josh, who was
that's
your
because it's
final
a
verdict?
moment man mentality, man. That man hot. He was hot for 4 years, and y'all using this man 4 years to define this entire conversation, bro. Y'all
That's
only talking
crazy.
about Atlanta.
That's
Y'all
crazy.
only talking about 2 albums. Y'all literally like, bro,
They
2 good
not. They
music
didn't bring
videos.
up. They
What is
didn't
we
bring up
talking about?
Mystery Team.
Josh,
They didn't bring up
I'm gonna have to
Community.
roll. I'm gonna
Jalen,
have to roll Jamie, bro,
None of that.
because of the acting.
Jalen, 4 years is about 20% of your conscious life. So just to put that in
What?
context.
Bro, I'm 30.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it ain't. And
We
second of
gonna put
all,
that in
second of all,
context.
bro, I've been
It's
watching
about
Jamie
20%
Foxx
of your
since I
conscious life.
was in them shoes with the little lights on them. Since I was in them shoes with the characters on them. You know what I'm saying? Since I was wearing South Pole. This is how long I've been watching Jamie Foxx, and he done
See,
had
he
hits all
was
that time.
Wasn't the Jamie Foxx show like 6 seasons?
Might be a
Yeah,
little
Hey,
6 or
longer.
7.
look, this all I'm gonna
Right.
say.
A little bit longer.
Oh, 5. It was 5. 100 episodes.
Jamie Foxx right now, Spotify, 6 million listeners per month. How many of y'all think Childish got?
30 million.
30. Come on, man. Get that shit out of him, man. That ain't no.
This
talking
is
about
one
Jamie
streaming
Foxx?
service.
And we
This is
already
one
seen.
streaming service.
Jamie
Check
Foxx
this out.
is
Check
not
this
a
out. Check
main
this out.
singer, bro.
Check
His
this out.
main
How
role
many
is
Emmys did Jamie Foxx get for the Jamie Foxx
Hey,
show? How many y'all think
his
he
main
got?
role is acting, bro. He's not.
He ain't got
no
none.
Bro, and check this out. Some of Jamie Foxx core audience still got CDs. That's what y'all like, bro. That ain't in them numbers. You can't look on the streaming service and see
If
that,
you
bro.
talking music right
That's how
now,
hard this man
if you
done
talk,
went. What we
if you
talking
talking,
about?
if you talking music right now, which song you listening to first? This Is America. Or Blame It on the Alcohol. Blame it on the juice.
Feels
Blame it.
Blame it on the drugs.
Blame it.
That's what I'm listening to.
Come on, bro. Just
Unpredictable.
like me was a whole movement, bro. Just like me when Guitar Hero World Tour came out, bro. Just like me was a whole movie. See, just like me, man. Come on, bro.
Just
That
like
video
me
was
do
so
go
hard.
What about
That video,
Redbone?
man,
What
that's so
about
hard, bro.
2005?
Boy, hell
listening to
no. He trolling
Unpredictable.
now. This
I'm
nigga
listening
said
to
Redbone.
Unpredictable.
Yeah, what about Red?
Man, nah, that
Redbone?
Redbone a classic, bro. I'm playing that
What
to
is that?
2000 to
Bro,
2080.
look. Y'all can play
What
on
about
this phone
Oakland?
all you want to. But I
What
know
about-
y'all.
What about
I
Oakland?
know Anthony and Arcane. I know when Jamie
Bro,
dropped
what
Blame
you
It
saying?
with T-Pain. The streets was on fire, bro. Wasn't nobody bumping no Redbone, bro. Chill out, man. Hey,
Come
I
on,
know
man.
I'm
That
trying to
Redbone
play
Redbone,
both
tough,
bro.
but I
sides.
don't know, bro. That Redbone.
You
Bro,
tripping?
That's
nobody
what he trying to do. He
bro,
trying to play
Josh,
both
I'm not
sides.
saying Redbone
You
a bad
tripping now.
song.
I ain't never heard
But y'all
Arcane listen
tripping.
to
Blame It was a hit.
Redbone.
What year Blame It come out?
Bro,
08?
I was in, bro.
Come on,
This is what
bro.
you gotta understand.
Then
Bro,
come on, that boy got that hit bar for your type
when
with
T-Pain
Drake.
was talking, about taking a shot of Nuvo, I was like 10.
Hey.
But I was in Oakland and I played Childish
Oh my
Gambino
God.
Oakland, bro.
And
Come
you
on,
remember
man.
Jalen looking? Jalen said,
Oh
"Damn,
my God.
I ain't never heard that song
That
before.
boy trolling his ass.
That's
off.
a vibe." You remember he said that? Man, come on,
Yeah, I
man.
said he tried.
Anthony, what album is
Because
the
I
song
can also say,
What album is the song
It's on
Oakland
before
on?
the internet. I mean, because of the internet.
Okay.
Because of the internet.
I'm glad you got that right.
Come
Yeah,
on,
he's
y'all.
reaching
It's
the
me,
flag
man.
right now.
Hey, look, bro.
Oh, where is
Blame it on the
hey, what's
juice.
that song?
You got
What's
to
that song
loose.
Childish
Blame it on
What's
the-
that song Childish Gambino got with Drake?
Mm-hmm, got one.
What's that song Childish
Man,
Gambino got
look,
with
I
Drake?
remember it was when I first met Jalen, he was
Huh?
playing that. All you needed was
What song
some.
you
He ain't
All
got
you needed
none.
was
Hold
some.
on,
All you
Arcane.
needed was some.
Childish ain't even got the Drake feature.
Hey,
Childish ain't even got the
when
Drake
Jamie
feature.
got on
I
there,
swear.
when Jamie got on there, he said, "When I first saw you, I said, oh my,
Come on, man.
that's my dream." Hey, Dream Girl's a hit, bro. What?
Hey, look,
Hey,
look,
I
you
ain't know
have been
what
talking
that was you were saying. But like I said, that man got that Drake stimmy, bro.
What you say,
You
bro?
ever talking about
DJ play a
Childish?
love song.
You say Childish ain't got
yeah.
the Drake feature, but he's still, and Jamie got the Drake feature, and he's still outdoing him by 5. He outdoing this man streams by 5, man. Come on, bro.
Let's be
Come on,
real.
Like
man.
I said, that's because he was pre-streaming. We gotta stop acting
bro,
like
you tripping.
bro. Jamie Foxx
on
got
Juice,
14.9 and Childish Gambino got 21.
Streaming.
You mean to tell me you came out in the era of streaming and you still ain't eclipsing this man by more than 100,
Hey.
you know what I'm saying, 7 million
Jamie
streamers?
Foxx is so
It's
talented, bro.
streaming.
Wale
J.
took this
Cole
man
is
to perform
streaming.
and made a song out of it. Come on, man.
Hey,
What
how
you say,
many
Mons?
how many monthly followers does Michael Jackson got?
Like 100 million?
Bro, like a lot.
He got a lot. Yeah, he got a lot.
Michael the GOAT, bro.
I said,
got a lot.
I would say that's the wrong person to bring up with it.
Yeah,
No,
Michael.
I want to ask you to compare. I just want to know.
Michael Jackson got a song in the top 10 right now.
He got 335 million monthly on YouTube, so I know it's crazy on Spotify.
Hey, Jamie
bro,
Foxx
I
is so
love
good
Mike.
that Wale took a song and,
I love
and
Mike.
made a snippet.
No,
out of it.
I wanted to know because I fooled Mike. I just
That's
want to know
how
what
good
he was
Jamie Foxx
talking
is.
about.
Solid.
Hey, bro, y'all
Michael
tripping on that Jamie though.
66 million.
He got how many?
Hey,
Michael Jackson
tripping
got
on
66
Jamie,
million.
66
Mike
million.
Mike
Still
Dope,
cutting
bro.
No, on YouTube Music, he got 335 million monthly
Jesus
audience.
Christ.
That's from his videos too.
Hey,
Most
bro.
likely, yeah.
Mike's a goat, bro.
Michael Jackson.
But I will say this, though.
Dude,
We love, what's that boy name? We love Childish. I think he great. I think he a great creator. You know, is he the greatest creator? I don't put Steve McQueen above him because Steve McQueen to me is just fantastic. But I do appreciate Childish as a creator. But I don't think he even the best creator. Like I said, I think Steve McQueen is the best black creator. God, Steve McQueen's so good. Anyway,
I'll put it this way. I'll say this as my final comment. I have a bias to my personal experience. Like, I was in college watching Atlanta. I was, in early adulthood watching Atlanta. Though that show had like a profound effect on me. Like, I felt like, wow, somebody is telling a story that's like authentic to my experience on that show. Jamie Foxx show, it was before my time. Unpredictable, Blame Me, all that stuff was before my time. I was like 10. So,
oh my God! How musically uninclined can you be?
You might have been 10, but you
that's
wasn't 10 years. Anthony,
when
you wasn't 10.
3005 came out, I was walking on Mississippi State's campus as a freshman. Like, it's just different.
Shawty y'all up in the club, popping bottles of that fuck,
Anthony,
even all them
you
dudes
wasn't
hugs,
10.
and she just
You
like
wasn't
me.
10 when you heard that. In New York, I merely rock. Hotter than my sock. Now I'm in the car. Well, that boy got that Playboy Cardi little lip. That's from Jamie Foxx show. In New York, I merely rock. Hotter than the sock.
Hey, Jalen, just like me. That song lame as hell. That nigga T.I. got on there. I'm sorry I'm pursuing you. That booty do be moving, boo. Yeah, that's why I don't play that
Late
shit.
night straight pipe, they ain't nothing new to you. Wait a minute, can't tell me so. Wanna tell me still did tell me that. If I know to hit that big, would you even ever knew dude existed? No, got me twisted. So I just by I hissed it. That nigga went hard. He can't just say that. Like that man ain't ripped it like he did. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
So you like that line? You like that line?
I know why he pursuing you. That booty do be moving, boo. I like that part. I know why he pursuing you. That booty.
But yo, any final remarks on this, man? It's been a great show.
Unpredictable.
Not for me.
Jamie Foxx.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Anthony started something.
Oh no.
I want everybody to go ahead and play that. Hey, somebody right now while we closing this off, play that Unpredictable right now by Jamie Foxx. We gotta get that Jamie bumping for the pod, bro.
No, we can't do it.
You want to do a Jamie Childish versus?
Come on, man. You know how that's
going.
Let me foul it out.
No, like do the last one. Don't we got one more thing to say? We got one more thing on the top.
One.
No, it ain't. It's one more, ain't it?
The one about the virtuous woman.
Bro, I could have sworn.
Jordan Peele movies. Can you
Is it Jordan Peele? Jordan Peele, you want to do the Jordan Peele 5 minutes on Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele's best movie is Get Out. I don't care what y'all say. Number 2 would be Us, and then everything else fall under that.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah, I'm
That's
talking about Nope.
crazy talk. Crazy
Nope.
talk.
I'm talking about Nope is number 4.
No,
I like Get Out.
I like Get Out.
I ain't gonna lie, Black Klansman kind of go hard.
Get Out had.
I gotta watch this.
Appreciate it.
That's not a Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah,
He
Black
just-
I
Klansman.
didn't know that was him.
No, it's not
He's
Jordan
just a-
Peele.
I was about to say that ain't on his.
He's involved in
credits.
it.
Oh,
He's involved in it.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
hell.
thought that was Spike Lee movie.
So
Yeah,
he just
Spike
got 3
Lee joint.
movies. He just got Nope, Us, and Get Out.
Yeah, Nope number 1.
And
And the
Nope.
other ones
Yeah,
are
he just
cool.
got Nope.
Oh, he
Us.
Hey.
produced Black Klansman, but he didn't direct it.
Nope is
Hey,
nice.
all
I
the
like
other ones
Nope.
are cool, but
I like
Nope,
that
that's
little-
the one. Nope is the one.
Us last for me. It had some stuff in there that didn't add up, and I ain't like that. And people wanted to get deep, but it still didn't make logical sense. So
What you
I
talking about?
ain't mess with that. Us, that's why I got it third. Get Out will probably be
That Us was too scary for me.
I like Nope though. Nope.
There you go,
probably number
Jalen.
one.
Yeah,
Like, Get Out was
Nope.
cool.
Nope.
But Nope went hard. Cause Nope, he actually acted like he acted like somebody with some sense. You know what I'm saying? And like it was just the reactions and everything. Like I was like, man, this is something real right here. Like this is how I feel like if it was something to happen like this, it'd be similar
Hey,
to
look,
this.
it's
You know what I'm
one
saying?
thing.
Besides the dude Jang, I don't know if it
It's one thing to start somebody's career like he did for Daniel Kaluuya and Get Out. It's another thing to save somebody's career like he did for Keke Palmer and Nope. And I'm going to leave it at that. Nope.
she had, man.
Fair point.
Kind of quiet.
Keep on.
To me, Get Out, that's probably in my top 5 movies of all time. When you just think about the intricate details, like every piece of that story adds up. Like it's perfect. It's a perfect film. But appreciate y'all for joining, man. It's been a great pod. Talked about a lot of great things. We got 5 fouls, and we about to foul out. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.